What's up, it's Lynn from Paris, and you're listening to Morgan Richards from Radio Cardiff.
Hey, I'm Morgan Richards from Radio Cardiff, 98.7 FM. I'm extremely pleased to say that I'm backstage at the Marble Factory music venue here in Bristol. I'm joined by a band who, to say have been making a load of fire, smoke and white noise as late would be a real understatement. It's of course those St. Patrick's synthetic pop beauties from Massachusetts. It's the lovely Lynn from Paris.
Hi.
Hey Lynn, you right?
Good, how are you?
That's bad, thanks. How's things?
Kind of sleepy, not gonna lie. Ate some grapes, some incense, did some warm-ups, just chilling.
So Lynn, ever since the preparation went into place and started releasing music for your debut full-length album White Noise just a few short months ago, it's safe to say that Paris have come out blown up and grabbing so much attention on an international scale. I'm sure looking at it, it's been quite surreal to see the band receive all this positive response as of late, reaching out to so many people, especially with it still being early days and at the time had never toured outside the States.
Yeah, it's definitely really weird seeing countries we've never been to, like knowing about us and playing there and seeing people there that know about us, and it's really, really surreal because I don't know, we've never been over here and there's already people coming to see us, so it's very weird but very cool.
Oh, fantastic. And of course, as I mentioned, you guys have received so much great response from the record worldwide. I'm sure that in itself is just being overwhelming to see so many people really digging the new material.
Yeah, it's definitely a good overwhelming though, because we were kind of not scared of the record, but we were all individually proud of it, but we weren't sure how other people would take to it and what the response would be, but it's been insane, so in the best way, so we're very grateful for that.
And one thing I think that's really interests people is that because you're inspired by so many different genres and styles, you've incorporated that into music, having a big mixture of synthetic pop and big rock parts and everything else. But with those elements, it's actually a little different from the first EP you released and really trying to grow your sound.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't really talk about the old EP because it wasn't really like us at all. Even during that time, I'd been working on more like electronic based and we'd been working on more poppy stuff, but we were afraid it was too out of the box and we're kind of hesitant to go forth with it. And finally when we went to the studio with Blake, he just kind of gave us the confidence and was like, screw it, just do it. So yeah.
As you said there, before this record, you actually tried to incorporate more electronic stuff for a long time, but were a little afraid to take that leap until producer Blake gave you that really confidence to.
Yeah, for sure. I'd always been working on it on my computer and stuff, and we'd had songs that were more what it is now, but we're always people won't get it, it won't work, so we were just kind of held back, but now.
And do you think that in that time you've really grown as songwriters and not being afraid to include new things?
For sure, yeah. Definitely doing the first record, we learned so much, and one of the biggest thing was just not to limit yourself and just to make whatever you want to make and think outside the box, think outside the possibilities of any shape. And so that definitely really, really helped a lot. So I think we've all grown a lot as writers and people in general as well. So.
And one quick thing I actually wanted to mention to you is I actually understand that way back in the day, before Paris, the three of you were actually a part of a post-hardcore band at the start of your musical background. How did you come from that to the style that Paris is today?
Yeah, we all met through kind of a hardcore metal or post-hardcore, I can't speak, post-hardcore scene, and we all met through that, and then we all went into the studio together, and when we were in the studio doing other stuff, we were we don't have to do heavy stuff, we can just do whatever we want. And that's kind of when the whole mindset of doing the more poppy and electronic and just writing whatever we wanted mindset kind of started. But we weren't fully confident with it, but eventually we just worked our way up, and now we are where we are.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And another little cool tidbit I've heard about you is that the fact that you always seem to be inspired by dark things and the supernatural.
Yeah. I don't know why. Ever since I was really little, I've always been drawn to really dark stuff. My parents always joke about I used to sleep with blow-up skeleton in my crib and just weird stuff like that. And I've always been drawn to dark stuff. And then Brian is too, Alex is too. We love horror movies and ghost stories and everything under that umbrella, whether it's life, death, gets us feeling some kind of way. So we're always inspired by it.
And one thing I've seen you mention about in the past is because you're always now so busy touring and promoting the new record, you found this app called iMachine to start demoing small ideas before going back to build songs around them.
Yeah, it's this little I think it's 4x4, like basically sampler pad, and you just can loop beats and add little chord progressions over it and stuff like that. And so the three of us will use that a lot, and then I use Logic a lot too. Like in the van, I bought this little mini MIDI keyboard, and I'm always like, it has like a little drum pad on it and stuff like that. So I'm always like in the van or on a plane, like on the plane over here is doing it, or literally everywhere. I'm always like on this little keyboard, just like working on Logic and stuff like that. So make it work on the go.
And I actually understand that at the start of the year, you guys took some time out to start writing some new material as well.
Yeah. Went down to Florida, brought a bunch of my ideas and brought them to life quite a bit. We already have like enough songs for probably like 2 more records. So yeah, trying to get the best out of the best.
And of course now, just recently you guys have been over here in the UK for your first ever tour across the pond, supporting Lower Than Atlantis and We Are the Ocean on some massive shows. But most importantly, it's been your first time really outside of the US.
Yeah, everywhere we're going has been new for us. So it's cool to see all the new cities. Like we went to Bath yesterday and we stayed there, and it's the greatest city I've ever been to. But yeah, like we're just like seeing all these new places we've never been. Like can't get better than that. So I like it way more than America.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you guys have done a couple of headline shows in your own with a couple of days off from this tour. How have you found the response really coming from these different types of gigs in a new country?
Insane. We put tickets on sale for, I think it was London and Birmingham. I guess they sold out in like under 2 minutes or something insane like that. And so initially, like before even coming over here and playing the shows, we knew they were going to be insane just because of that. And then playing them, they were so fun because everyone was there to see us. Everyone knew our songs, and like it wasn't like trying to win a crowd over. You already had them putty in your hand, so it's a much cooler vibe. It's a much more intimate vibe than like opening on this tour, even though this tour is awesome, but it's a different vibe.
And of course, over the summer now, you guys are going to be back here to be part of 2 massive all-star summer festivals with Slam Dunk in May before coming to the Reading and Leeds Festival in August. I'm sure you guys can't wait to come back.
Yeah, we're going to be back for some even more things, but I can't say what they are yet. But we're going to be back probably like 4 or 5 more times this year. Oh, wow. So yeah, that'll be cool. I can't announce any of them yet, but they're good. They're cool.
Okay. And just a couple more very quick things, Lynn, before you go. One thing I really wanted to mention to you is that a lot of people have been very complimentary of your voice in particular on White Noise, leading to a lot of bands suggesting really it's a perfect outfit to have feature on tracks. Have you had any offers to collaborate, and would that be something you'd be willing to do in the future?
Yeah, I've been on a couple more like electronic artist songs. Like I did a track with this EDM group called TBMA, and then I did a song with this guy 7 Lions, who's like another EDM project. Got some other tricks up my sleeve for some other people that aren't coming out yet, but yeah, if I really dig it, I'm super down with it. Okay. I'd really like to collab just like for anything with like K-Flay or like someone fun like a rapper or something.
And with that now, Paris is going to be back in the UK for some more shows towards the end of the year.
Yep.
And in between, you're busy writing new material, but what else can we expect from you guys in the near future?
Some more videos, more touring, hopefully more tunes. I don't know. It's not really up to us, unfortunately, but if it was up to us, we'd have new music out like immediately. But more videos, more touring, more hustling, more scheming, more plotting, more working. So we're always up to something.
Well, that's about it. Cheers, Lynn, for taking time out to have a quick chat with me.
Thank you.
Best of luck now with the rest of this tour and everything coming up in the near future, and hopefully I can catch up with you again very soon.
Hell yeah.